was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysii. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of IDs Elysii? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
I didn't say...
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, Assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Celiosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Celiosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation to include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that, but my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream. Danny, what are you doing? You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove. Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny? Ah, right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission. Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now? Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika. Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny? That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going? Bree, have you ever seen a rainbow-colored sky? The chroma coffer is vibrating. There must be memory. This is the divine object of the Sky People, the Chroma Coffer. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the Chroma Coffer and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Sky Folk reascend to the heavens. Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them. I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of Flame Chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing. Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. Pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Oh, I remember! I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny. That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myth. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny. Got it. The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises, but this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treepy here too? And who is that next to her? Oh, I think I know who that is.
Do you have to go already, Syphie? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphie.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaya in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby. Before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People. The Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's... unexpected! I figured Celiosi's descendant would be... I don't know. Taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphi. Cinny is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphi cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand. Oh, well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cinny? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphi's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and ancestor. Please.
Child, what brings you
Yes, you must be...
And this is...
It is.
Are those... Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully... As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that's...
It's because Sky shelters all...
Aglaya?
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're...
Incredible. That girl actually managed... Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since...
Every record regarding...
In that case, you're probably...
Yes. But unfortunately, no ancestor...
I see. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness it.
Thank you.
Take my but your resolve has touched me.
Your blessing is a... General Ectra is so different. All right. Time. It went great. Your spirit... What's wrong, Danny? You've always been a bit... Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home. We're here. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him. That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this. There. That sleeping spirit. Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She fought her way through. I've never looked too deep. Behind the glorious duel, was it her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Court? Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Kratos took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Kratos must have done that to become a better man. You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, I wonder what she'd think. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to her ancestor. Please bestow upon me.
For millennia, the a century of the until pierced through the smoke and flame. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the hundred-eyed those struck the Chryso to her left was to her right were the one warrior, the Titans the wounded Titan. In the final moment, the battered hero, the Titans the fear. And Seliosi, she merged. My descendants will be.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
I know this is a big ask, Namazumi. I hope you understand.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for us to be entrusted with this task.
Go then. Let's hope our concerns don't come true.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
There you are, part. You didn't oversleep this time. Always dependable. I just hope you didn't lose any sleep. We've still got a tough fight ahead. Ready, comrade? If all goes according to plan, this could be the last battle where we fight at each other's side. If the curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing, then you'll be able to return home after their fall. Sorry, I'm no help there.
Don't worry. Dan Heng mentioned that Counselor Lygus can help you with that.
Really? That's the first time I've heard that.
He just makes things up. Don't take it too seriously.
That would be a problem. We'll need to get you home before Aranova. Let's leave the emotional goodbyes for later. That'll give us some time to figure out what we should be feeling at that time. Besides, when we were playing the Seal Slammer, that bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then? Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victory slip away. The last mile is the hardest. That's from Dan Heng. Same principle, just more elegantly put.
Hey, speaking of Dan Heng, where is he?
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us. He's probably not keen on being the center of attention.
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent Eye of Twilight and restore a compassionate sky to Amphorius.
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, we're fully prepared. But I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer for Miss Hyacinth when she arrives.
Miss Hyacinth, the chosen daughter of the sky. The pride of the Twilight Courtyard!
She's not just the pride of Akuma, but all of Amphorius as well. And furthermore, while the Flame Chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, it's not just those chosen by Aglaya who contributed to it. Let's extend our gratitude to the 2 warriors of the Outlands who bravely stepped up and risked their lives for those they've never met.
Hero, your saga will be chronicled in epics and celebrated across the New World.
Warrior from the Outlands! Endowed with the might of Orynyx, the vanguard of deliverance!
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuinely speaking from the heart. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and Dan Heng, it's hard to imagine what might have become of Ak. The guest of honor has arrived.
People of Akuma, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila. Today is the year 4932 of the Light Calendar. 1,062 years since the hero Seliosi initiated the Flame Chase journey. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacinth, as an observer, you've witnessed the return of 4 core flames. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission.
Show your courage. Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk.
The Chrysos heirs triumph and bring light to this darkening world. To be immortalized.
They'll surely seize the core.
Thanks for waiting, Dan Heng. The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally assembled. So full of energy, comrades. Seems I chose the perfect day. Hyacinth, it's all yours now.
Legend tells of the Sky Folk once divided into many tribes. The Sun Folk worshipped the sun. The Rain Folk were devoted to storms. And the Winter Folk waited for signs in the snow. Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light. Yet they were blinded to all but one color. They forgot that the light that illuminates the world is made of countless different colors. That's why the rainbow is my favorite. For not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also a bridge. And I want to use the Rainbow Bridge to link everyone's hearts and give hope to every soul on Earth. Ancestors, with the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Sky Folk, a land we have not seen for 1,000 years. Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more. Friends, let us soar together.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an amazing experience. The Eye of Twilight's the legendary sky fortress of Aquila. I never imagined that one day I'd be able to step foot on it.
My ancestors once built a magnificent civilization. This must be where the hero Seliosi stood. We are here to end the journey she began. Yes, what we must do...
According to historical records, the civilization that worshipped Aquila once mastered advance, but they were divided within. The frequent wars started by the Chrysos heirs drained their power, especially after the prophecy descended. In the end, they had to hide.
Apparently, the division was between the two most important sky tribes, the Sun and Seliosi's frustration. After driving the enraged Titan to the brink of defeat with her two winged companions, they all vanished somewhere in the sky. Yet she still could not end Aquila, nor bring back the core flame of sky. Some say she sealed the wrath of the god within herself.
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have considered it a fairy tale, but after seeing what happened with Professor Anaxa, not anymore. Has that Titan and that fused hero been looking down on the world for...
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
Something's not right. I can kind of feel how big and empty this place is. But all I can see is darkness.
Maybe it's the celestial mural. The Sky City believes that the mural would reflect, to put it in words that Gray and Danny would understand. In any case, explore that really conspicuous.
Is that all?
have no idea how to turn it on. Oh, that's it. I almost forgot. Great.
Got it. We just need to find the scattered memory nearby, right? That's simple. Feel the flow of time. Over there. And over there. Done.
I knew you could do...
Arrogant sunfolk. The Titan will condemn you, but Aquila. You that shape the sky. The Sunborn see your behavior as an act of favoritism towards them. The Rainfolk will not suffer in silence. Oh God. If you remain, may the Eye of Twilight never...
Avoid the pursuit of dark. Aquila doesn't like rainstorms. It seems a little hard to believe.
Foolish rainfolk. The great Aquila has already left a mark. The god's choice is clear. Only we, the Sunborn, are the true heirs of the sky. May the Eye of Twilight never close. May eternal daylight embrace the land!
Left a mark among the... Is this referring to the celestial mural? But we can't... It is, as the rumors said.
My guess was...
No problem at all. There we are!
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial the turn of dawn and dusk. Awaken!
Stop, foolish cloud! How dare you tamper with the celestial globe and distort the weather? This is blasphemy!
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to our ancestors, so that we could divide the light and dark equally between day and night. So that all things could grow beneath the celestial phenomenon they preferred. But the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the days are endless, subjecting the land to drought and burning. And you have the gall to accuse the Rainfolk, who you've oppressed!
The land? It is our eternal nemesis! How can storm clouds and rain, unloved by Aquila, lead the Skyfolk to victory in the Chrysos War? Your character is as weak as your faith. Go seek out a corner untouched by the sun and weep solitary tears in the shadows.
Then
you... What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been muddled by the heat. By Aquila above, meet your demise!
The brutal internal strife is sad to see. It appears the Sky Cities didn't fall to external threats after all.
The proud Sunfolk saw themselves as divinely chosen, exacting long-standing oppression on other tribes. And the Rainfolk suffering beneath them began resenting the divine.
No matter the era, conflict among humans is destined to persist. Having witnessed the actions of kindness... There's nothing but empty silence here. I fear there were no winners.
Hero Seliosi. How did she view the ancient feud between the Sunfolk and Rainfolk? Perhaps I can piece it...
One step...
Yes, I already memorized it. Wind, snow. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, the turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural!
Golden clouds. Bleed. What a breathtaking scene. How chilling. I wonder if I remember the Rain Folk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving by changing the weather on the mural.
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Alchemist's light comes from the Dawn device shouldered by Carefully anyway. That being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change the weather on the mural. There! That's circular device. And that's a west wind compass of the Twilight Courtyard. We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk. Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving... A boiling pool of gold. Mechanic.
Can you handle it, Hyacinth?
This might take a while. Deep breaths, and find the way out. I think this should be right. Look, the rainbow bridge has appeared.
Well done. Now we can cross. Hey, careful!
Is that a winged Pegasus?
Looks like a mythical beast. But this one doesn't seem hostile towards us. Hyacinth! Could it be the legendary?
I'm not entirely sure. We might be able to tell if we get closer.
We can't assume it's friendly. Keep your guard up and follow it.
Ha! Legend has it that the hero Seliosi was always flanked by two winged companions. Solibus and Lunibus. They were her steeds and comrades. It disappeared.
An illusion?
How strange. That Pegasus was different from the other members. Oh, it's so heavy that it's hard to...
Was that Lunibus's phantom?
If that's really the case, there must be a super strong obsession keeping it in one piece. Could it be some...
We can't be sure of that yet. Let's take the elevator. Lady Lunibus? Is that you? Can you hear me? I am the descendant of the hero Celiosi. We have come to complete her mission. That's another one?
Careful! It's not a memory phantom! It looks like it's alive, but it's so twisted and very shadowy, like those black tide creatures.
Hyacinth, watch out!
So, you're Lady Lunibus, aren't you? Then that corrupted being before us must be Lord Solibus. Did you lead us here so we can free your companion? I understand now. You must have been tormented by pain for so long. But you didn't give up. And you've held on to what little is left of your will with such tenacity. Don't be afraid. You're not alone anymore. Celiosi, the Day Thunder Knight, was once... Lord Solibus, your body has been completely corroded by the Black Tide. Please. It must have understood me. It's...
Solibus, the sun that wings that once accompanied the hero. If this battle can remind you of your great deeds from back then, it would be my honor. Come on, heroes!
Lord Solibus, please break free from the control of the Black Tide!
Let's try right this other way.
And return to your senses!
I choose you!
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. Me! Me!
To the soul, insanity!
It's over.
Solibus.
No need to be surprised. After all, this is a world where even a pink puppy can speak. Oh, I can't believe I'm calling myself that now, too.
Solibus, you're finally awake.
My consciousness has been lost for far too long. Finally, I have been released from the Black Tide's cage. Little girl, are you Celiosi's descendant?
It is me, Lord Solibus. My name is Hyacinthia, and my companions call me Hyacinth.
Hyacinthia. You don't have the scent of her on you.
It's been 1,000 years. Celiosi's blood may have thinned in my veins, but the resolve of the Sky People has never been eroded by time. I've journeyed here to fulfill her dying wish.
How much do you know about her dying wish?
I know that in order to support the Shattered Sky, she merged herself with the divine body of the Titan. And I also know that she left behind a message, calling on future generations.
Has the legend changed so much since your people fell to the earth? Girl, you said you're a doctor. You only know how to heal and tend to wounds with such a weak lot in life. How do you plan to challenge the embodiment of the heavens?
With this long sword, heroic soul. As you can see, we're all Hyacinthia's companions and comrades. You've already witnessed our combined strength.
It's not bad. lacking compared to her.
Solomus, let go of your ego and accept their kindness. You've been trapped in time by the Black Tide, while great change has spread over the world. If I'm not mistaken, the god of war Nikador also fell to the hands of these warriors.
We've laid all the other titans to rest, one by one. Now the final target for the flame chase is the master of this sky fortress. Please guide us to an audience with Aquila. Heroic souls. Seliosi initiated the era of slaying gods and attaining their flames. Even if she could not witness the end of this era, you will all at least bear witness on her behalf.
Confidence and fierceness. Yes, I do indeed see a shadow of her.
Aquila's mark flew away?
Maybe they detected our awakening.
Well, perhaps our presence stirred memories of the fierce battle from 1,000 years ago.
We learned from past memories that the Sky Titan fears dark clouds. Would you know more about this topic?
What the memo sprite said is true. But you all still need a guide.
Follow me, Hyacinthia and fellow warriors. Let the hunt for the gods start again.
Is Lady Lunabis not going with us?
I will be waiting for you all at the next destination, Hyacinth.
Go melt it down.
Years have passed, and yet this place feels the same. Just that there is no more human clamor. This is the Hall of the Sun Folk, where the sun...
So, did the Sky Titan really...
Everyone thought so until... Sully, only then did we understand that Aquila wasn't hiding from the clouds and...
The Black Tide's threat has forced the Chrysos heirs to complete our flame chase journey, heading toward the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
Chrysos heirs. In our time, that title used to stir up waves of outrage. But you all seem to be revered as heroes.
It's all thanks to those who came before us. Trebios and Aglaia. You must have heard of these two names.
So it was those two who made it to the end.
What does that mean?
Let's not elaborate on unrelated topics. You now know how to activate the celestial globe. So go.
The road got sucked away by the wind. Did Aquila do that?
You have nothing to fear. We can use the... Like this device can amplify the... Why don't you try to... Now the prayer should rewind for even longer. Let's try to control the wind's direction with this thing, partner.
The celestial globe is right ahead. Let's go and force Aquila to come out.
The turn of dawn change, celestial. The celestial shift
circuits all seem to be corroded by the black tide.
Looks good.
Here's hoping those 2 prophecy tablets can help us out.
Is that all?
We finally made it. Hopefully, this is enough to fix the Celestial Globe.
Looks good.
Smooth sailing so far. Let's keep going.
Return of dawn and death. Dusk. Change, Celestial.
Looks like they're still avoiding us. I wonder if it's cowardice, or if they have something up their sleeve.
I fear the Aquila of present has long lost their sanity, but instinct still drives them to flee from the shadows, to evade the Black Tide's encroachment. Do not mistake their behavior for weakness, warrior. I have faced down the tyrant of the sky. It is no hyperbole that their raging fire is capable of melting the firmament. Amphorius's heavens exist because of their authority. It is time to leave this place. Lunibus awaits you at the next stop.
A moment, please, Lord Solibus. I have one more thing I wish to do. To honor the pact with Seliosi. Her descendants spent a millennium looking up at the sky. I believe my countless ancestors who lived for that purpose deserve to know the truth behind her legend. If you don't mind us knocking on the gates of the past, maybe I can peek into this place's history.
You are the ones who hold Orynyx's miracle. I have no authority to prevent you from delving into the past.
Memi, Gray, could I please ask you for this favor? I want to show the... Then there must be a reason behind its falsehood. The scene here and the I must figure out the truth behind the...
Hyacinth, you're such a good... Oh, the memories surging here are even more intense than at the entrance. All done.
Thank you, Memi.